Hey, it's Beatrice, and I want to share with you today why it is that you are not experiencing a fulfilled, purposeful career right now. And to make a long answer short, it's because you're not trusting yourself. And I remember 1 year ago from now, I was literally sitting in my cubicle at this corporate job, and I was like at that breaking point, really recognizing that that job was not for me, and I was not in alignment. I was not in alignment towards work that I knew was calling my heart, and I just knew that I wasn't in the right place. And the reason why I wasn't in the right place was because I was not trusting myself. And so I want to share with you 3 simple tips that are going to help you come back into alignment, trust yourself, so that you can experience that powerful, purposeful career that you know is waiting for you. So the first step that I want you to capture is to check in with you. When I was in my corporate job, I vividly remember hearing this voice in my head that kept saying, it doesn't feel right. And when people talk about their intuition and tuning in, I think the best way to describe it is take out the complexity of it. It's that feeling that sits with you when you know something is not right. It's that feeling of, I really know there's something more that I want to do. And I knew that feeling was there. I was very aware of it. And even, to be honest, at an earlier stage when I was even in my master's, I kept thinking I want to pursue entrepreneurship, not just to be I'm an entrepreneur, I work for myself, whatever. That wasn't ever the reason for me. It was because I wanted to be able to do something that would help people love their lives, live in a really great way, and feel empowered and confident in themselves. I just didn't know what that thing was, right? And so I think that reason why I shared check in as the first step is because when you don't pause to check in, one of 2 things happens, right? When we want to change, it's either our pain becomes so high that we become at a breaking point and we decide, no, this is I'm not doing this anymore. Or when we check in, we don't let our pain get as high, and maybe it's at a 50 or 60. And when we check in, we realize, oh, I'm actually really not happy right now. Or you start to notice things. Maybe the thoughts that have come into your mind. Maybe it's, your income's not where it wants to be. Maybe relationships around you are not where you want them to be. So checking in with yourself is just asking, when I look at my life and when I look at my goals of where I want to be, where am I at, and what's the reason why I'm staying where I'm at if it's not what I want? Okay? So don't wait till you get to that breaking point, that pain point to where you want to flip a table. Check in right now and ask yourself, what is stopping me from listening to that voice? Because I'll tell you one thing, that voice is never wrong. All right, and then my tip number 2 for you is, once you've listened to your voice, once you've checked in on what your heart wants, you've got to build a plan, okay? And I recommend at this phase to work with someone. Get out of your head with your plan. Don't be one of those people that says, oh yeah, I'll keep it in the back of my head. Put that down on paper. I'm a life coach, is what I do. Put it on paper. Declare it of what it is that you want and a plan of how you're going to get there. And trust yourself to take actions towards that plan. And remind yourself of why it's even important for you to be creating it in the first place. And the final step for you is to finally invest in you. A lot of the times when we think about investments, some people might think oh, money, I don't have money, or I got to invest in this with some cash. But when I thought about investing in my business and in the life that I wanted to create, in my legacy overall, I knew that it was going to require time, energy, yes, money, and relationships. I asked myself, what are the relationships that I get to invest in order for me to grow as a person? Well, one of them was relationship with an amazing coach, growing a relationship with a community of powerful women. And then in terms of financial investment, I built a plan. I got my certification, and I really put down the steps in order to how I was going to pay for that and ways that I could make it possible. And finally, your time and energy are so critical because every day, whether you're aware of it or not, you're choosing where you're investing your time and your energy. You're choosing it, right? You're in the driver's seat. So as you have your plan, you've checked in on yourself of what you want, it's so important to be conscious of where you're investing those things in those different categories: your money, your time, your energy, and your relationships. So all of these things are just like the tip of the iceberg inside of my group coaching program, Passion to Paycheck. And all I can say, y'all, is that this program is your bridge to that meaningful career. Like, this is going to take it to the next level for you in the next 3 months to really see that transformation, feeling confident and aligned in what you do. And I'm just so grateful to be sharing this with you because I know in this next 3 months that you're about to make it happen. So if anything, I want you to take from this video those 3 tips of checking in on what it is that you really want, building a plan. Like, if it's not written down, I'm sorry, but it's not gonna happen. And finally, to really invest, and not just financially invest, but be conscious of where you're investing in order to make your vision happen. Your time, your energy, your relationships, it all counts, and it's all energy. So really be aware of where you're sending your energy, sending your time, because you matter and your time matters. So make it count in this life. So DM me, send me a message if you are interested in this program, Passion to Paycheck. Like I said, I just wanted to drop this as a glimpse as to what's more to come inside of this program, and really think about what your bridge is about to be in this next 3 months to get you to that purposeful career, because it is right there. So message me to pick up a spot, and we will talk very soon. I hope you have an amazing day.